We live. Episode 3 of this really boring game. About. Honestly, I don't even know what. But we're gonna plow through it. We're gonna get done. 13 hours ago is the last time I saved. It's probably true. All right, the entertainment. Oh, I could skip ahead. We won't. We'll be good. Just do the entertainment. I'll be good. The entertainment. I see you two in the corner, all of you in the corner. Student production is audacious. We have the right to lie, said dramatist. Antonin Artaud. Not about the heart of the matter. Obscure playwright Lon Doolittle seems to have made a project of this. Distinction in his play, A Reckoning. Originally written shortly before his mysterious disappearance. Several decades ago, and published posthumously after he died. Plays a favorite among companies, wishing to show their knowledge of local cultural history. Director's notes. On Doolittle's original script for no explicit cultural history. Well, there's like words and crap that I'm not seeing. Act 1 sound cues. Distant highway. Too hot. It's cool in here. Yep. Like Babylon outside. GD, you're right. Well, cool in here. It's an oasis. Wonder how Ted's holding up. AC. Down there they all have. This is really... distractions. Photo writers, an equal partner with the actors. Okay, like, this is cool and all, but like, this is a fun idea and whatnot, but like, I'm not really digging it. Character, silent uncredited actor who pantomimes drunkenness with all the grace of a dog, trying to escape from under a duvet. Leading of the entertainment, stay true to the heart of Doolittle's work. Perhaps that's all these students owe him. Thurston, Dare County News. The action of reckoning. Always thought of these two pieces related. So it's been a very natural gesture to perform them simultaneously and on the same stage. James B. Carrington. And then they'll have it. Sure, you're right. Ever been to Texas? Oh, sure. They'll have AC. It's too cold almost. In July, even. He's got a hotel. Yeah, hotel life. That's living. Maybe too much. I mean, what's to stop him, really? Eat some tall thing at the hotel bar? No. Ted's a good man. No, I know. He wouldn't run around. You're right. How about a beer? No beer today. Hard Times whiskey. That's all you've got. It's a good whiskey. Local. Yeah. Take deliveries from them? Sure. You ever see one of them? The boys from Hard Times? What? I heard they're strange. They work hard. They make a good whiskey. Who are we to judge? Sure. Who are we? No one of consequence. What's all this? Bread for? Sandwiches. Rains. What the fuck? Ah. The old ones went bad while you were on vacation. You have a good time while the sandwiches rotted. Oh, you know me. Couldn't shut it off. 7 days on the beach and all I could think about was work. You know, the new kitchen, maybe hire a hostess, you know. A hostess? At the lower depths? Ha, crazy. Nah, it's not so crazy. I was at a bar down there in New Orleans. They had a hostess, some dive. She seats you and, I don't know, points out the specials. Could have specials every night in here. Drink specials? You make cocktails? Nah. Food specials. Monday night chicken, I don't know, grilled chicken, Caesar salad. Class it up, you know. Best would have liked it. Here's the best. Yeah. Let me grab here's the best. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. How about that sot in the corner? Not bothering nobody. Been here long. As soon as I opened. Got started a bit earlier, I suspect. On a bender, huh? Sleeping in a ditch or something. You don't think maybe Ted? No. Ted's a good man. Honest, well-liked. He's liked, but he's well-liked. Sales is a good fit. Selling hammers. Can you believe it? Somebody has to. The hammers. They don't sell themselves. Hear, hear. It's just hard. Ted on the road. It's tough all over. What to do all day? Come here, I guess. Sure. That's what I do. Cheap drinks, conversation, and the entertainment. Sure. What's tonight? Oh, tonight it's... Oh, Junebug. I'll stay for that. I need some music. Get my mind off Ted. Something romantic, you know? I love a love song from when the world was young. What time? Around 8, maybe. Well, send him up slow, or I'll sleep right through it. Is that it from them? Okay. Hello? Okay. Let's see if there's any other Wakefield Stuns and Entertainment. The premiere at Buffalo Street Student Theater was a curiosity. 2 obscure plays by a local author were simultaneously presented with the pleasure of a handful of baffled patrons. The result? An absorbing, if unfocused, drama about the ills of debt and dishonesty. Certainly, the highlight is Sarah Wakefield's performance as Pearl Slade, the young woman who tries to rid herself of her parents' debts. She is a revelation. Sadly, her verve and imagination do little to salvage the tepid pantomime of the barfly, a character who perhaps could have done with a few lines after all. Levi Tolbert, Kentucky Post. Okay. Set designer's notes. Doolittle must have been an odd bird. Many playwrights, Tennessee Williams, or Eugene O'Neill, spend as much energy on precise descriptions of the play's set as they do on any of the dialogue. So my job is finding ways to be creative within constraint, but Doolittle only describes settings poetically. To be honest, I think he'd have preferred there wasn't a set at all. Well, here I am, building one anyway. Serves him right for disappearing all those years ago. The enigmatic wino. I don't mind a drunk, but I hate riddles. Lula Jada. At 2 sound cues, distant highway, nature program, drone number 2, door opening, door closing, car passing by. Hey, that's the TV there. Put back on that weird dinosaur show, will you? Nah, those history programs don't make any sense. I prefer the nature programs. They think they can just say anything on TV. I don't believe there to be a damn word in the Bible about dinosaurs on the ark. Been a long time since Sunday school for me. Do you go to church, though? Nah, not since Bess. It was her church, really. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. Drink. Well, I'm curious to see where they're going with it. They've got you now. I think they're going to run out of rope before long. Dinosaurs on the ark. I prefer the nature programs. Yeah. So your vacation good. 7 days poolside. I thought you said it was a beach. Oh, sure. No, it was a pool. Was it a pool? Or a beach? Maybe, I don't remember. Weird. You think I'm making this up? Oh no, Hi, Harry. Are the old folks here? Just me and Evelyn. All morning. Hi, Evelyn. And that sot in the corner. I wonder if that's me. You're early, Pearl. Your parents usually don't roll in until the evening, 5 or 6. Everything all right? Oh, sure, thanks. We just have some stuff to talk about. Well, post up here and let's watch this weird dinosaur show. I'll stand you a drink. All Harry's pouring today is Hard Times whiskey. That all you got? They make a good whiskey. Sure, but, you know, the rumors. Rumors are rumors. Put it on my tab, Harry. You driving, Pearl? Oh, no. You know they want almost 40 cents a gallon? I had the early shift, so I just walked over. In this heat, he was still working over there at Ace Jewelry and Loan. Joe Harden probably trading shortcuts for dignity 6 days a week since 1962. At least they have the piety to shut down on Sunday. With Joe, it's more likely a hangover. Can it be both? Can't it be both? Well, I know you see more trade than I do. Must be slow over at the hardware store. Slow isn't the word. And now Ted is out shilling for quality hammers to make up the income. Have you considered quality hammers on your shelf? We made the switch recently and business has tripled. Well, of course, I'd love to have dinner with your lovely daughters. Evelyn. Hey, a man gets lonely out on the road. I know how it is. Nah. Harry, you've been traveling, right? Sure, yeah. Down in New Orleans. Just taking a break. A vacation. Looking around for ideas. Tell her about the pool or the beach. Evelyn. Sounds nice. And the hostess. I may just cut you off. Looks dejected. Clears his throat. So, the pool? Or the beach? Yeah, Harry, which was it? Well, it was a week of relaxation, and now I'm back. You still look stressed. If you don't mind me saying, he just looks like that. Sure, that's just how I look. I've never known you to leave town, Harry. I've never known you to leave this bar. Oh, no, I get out. You still drive that old truck? I don't know. I think they towed it eventually. What the hell you say? That must have been years ago, Harry. How do you get around now? I take the bus or I walk. You walk to New Orleans? Watch it, Evelyn. Looks dejected. I didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Harry, did you really go to New Orleans? Now, just where do you two get off? Sorry, forget it. Sure, she didn't mean nothing by it. We'll lay off you and get back to drinking. Got to be ready for the entertainment. Oh, who's on tonight? Tonight it's Junebug. Works for me. Round 8, I think. I'll stick around. We could use some sad music. I came here to break some hearts. What's that? To dash dreams. What are you talking about? Gotta talk to my parents about their bar tab. I won't be paying for them anymore. Hang on now. No, it's time to cut the old folks loose and head west. Can't keep enabling them, you know? Debt's a debt now. Harry, I'm sorry. I know you've got a vested interest, and I don't want to make a victim of you. They'll come up with it somehow, I'm sure. No, it's not that. The thing about debts is you never know when they'll be reckoned and called in. What's that mean? I'm not saying anything, but I know debt, Harry. See it all day. It's all around me. Like a thick gray fog. It's in the air I breathe at the pawn shop. They have a new financial technology. I'm the ambassador. Did you know that? A new technology. It's a new kind of debt, Evelyn, and it's a mess. What do you mean, a new kind of debt? You know what we do at the pawn shop? Secured loans. We don't buy used goods. We take personal property as collateral on a loan. And if you don't pay your loan, we sell your stuff. Sure, I get that. It works for people who couldn't get loans otherwise. I guess. Now Hardin has this new idea. He calls it a payday advance. Those are rough. But it's just a short-term, unsecured loan with a wicked interest rate. Yep. There's no filtering. Most who borrow can't keep up. Yep. Then he has this big pile of debts with big returns on paper. And he can sell those debts to a bank. Huh. Who's borrowing like that? Who do you think? When Joe put me in charge of it. The only dark-skinned clerk in the whole shop? You think so? That's racist. I know it. Don't you see? I look just like you. You can trust me. But Joe knows they won't pay on time. There's no money in lending. But there's money in usury. That's in the Bible. I won't be a shill. I just have to save a bit more, and then I can go to California. I'll be a real clerk. At a credit union or something. Something ethical. I just have to get rid of these old parasites first. Neither a borrower nor lender be. Well, my tab is in good shape, I think. You're behind too. Not as bad as the Slades, but... Well, Harry, the only thing I owe you is a handshake and this whiskey you're about to pour me. Let's say this one's on me, Pearl. Nah, I'm good for it. For today, let's just say it's on me. You're awfully strict about cash for a guy who just got back from a vacation. Drink up, Evelyn. Maybe you'd better find some other chair to sink into so your debts don't get reckoned out from under you. I'm out for a bit. I'll be back later to disappoint a couple of old deadbeats. I'll stay for the entertainment. I won't throw you out, but just remember what I said. Stiffly written, but well acted. There aren't many characters in the entertainment, now playing at Buffalo Street Student Theater. But director James B. Carrington has been able to give them all enough dimension To make them interesting, Edgar Foy's performance as dejected bartender Harry is convincing, but this is not a role into which an actor can project much power. The audience pities him without ever really knowing why. Indeed, despite his cast's well-rounded portrayals, sparks only fly once or twice. Zoe Hook, Louisville Times. Dramaturg's notes. To set the play in present-day 1973, we needed to adjust the price of gas, as discussed by Pearl, Evelyn, and Harry. Also made some adjustments to the description of Pearl's work. Left in a line about Rain's Law, which would have been archaic in Doolittle's time anyway. I guess the biggest change we made, besides mashing the two Doolittle plays into one, was to the title. Thought we should rename it A Reckoning and a Barfly, to mix the two titles and really be clear about where it came from. But Carrington liked the bleak irony of the entertainment. Joseph Wheatrey. 3, sound cues, distant highway, drone 3. Okay, Rosa, management material. That's what he said. Is that so? Increased desktop audio, because you really can't hear much of anything. 11 years behind a supermarket till. You're damn right. Damn right. I have commitment and reliability. That's what he said. Management material. I bet they raise you to $3. I bet $4. The responsibility. You see Pearl today? She was working all day, I think. Usually doesn't work mornings. The Slade women are all getting promoted. I think they just put her on another shift. What's the morning shift like at a pawn shop, do you think? Black coffee and desperation. Let's celebrate. Harry, another round. We're celebrating 2 promotions in the family. Talked to Pearl today. She worked all day. She was here earlier, looking for you two. She'll be back. Why don't you just pace yourselves till you talk to her? We're celebrating. Pace yourselves or pay your bill. Why are you so stuck on a bill all of a sudden? Are you sunstruck? Sure, you know it's twice as bright when you got the ocean and the pool both reflecting at you. Evelyn. You catch sight of any alligators? Sure, it was gators everywhere. A swamp. Big sandy swamp. With a pool and a hostess. What's that? Set 'em up, Harry. Junebug will be here any minute, and we want to be receptive. Alright, but I keep track. There'll be a reckoning. You folks hear about the reckoning? First I've heard. What's up, Harry? Short on your bills? Let the books get away from you? That's an ignorant thing to say. I've been my books for 10 years. He was alive all on my own ever since Bess. I would just let you run that tab up until you drink yourselves underground. Now, he didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Yeah, Harry. You know I'm only joking. Sure, I know. I know you're joking. Alright, let's drink. Damn, girl, you are just tossing them back. Holy crap, man. I better slow down. Hard times whiskey comes on strong. Don't want to end up like that. They're looking at me again. Boiled owl in the corner. I can't tell anymore. I hear they have some secret ingredients. Or a secret process or something. Something in the wood they age it in. Yeah, something strange in that wood. Drink up, Larry. Don't call me Larry. It sounds like an old man. Alright, Silver Fox. Now you, I'll let it slide. Another? Well, I don't get paid until Friday, and I haven't seen Pearl all day. She can pick it up when she comes back. Don't count on it. What the hell kind of thing to say is that? Our own daughter. Generosities have limits. I don't know what she said, but the Slades are good for it. This family takes care of our own. Sure, we'll get it straightened out when she comes back. Better get here soon, or she'll miss the entertainment. Shouldn't Junebug be here now, Harry? Yep. That's what you get working with artists. Good entertainment, but it's always late. This is pretty late, though. We'll stick around. We're celebrating. Sure. Yeah, not expecting a late night sentimental call. And if he does, let it ring. The philanderer. Last drink, Evelyn? One more, Harry. I just want to hear some music. Well, she'd better show up soon. Alright, I'll look at the audience again. There we go. Entertainment bores at times. The conclusion of the entertainment is obscured modernism posing as tragedy. Only presume that this is another of this company's experimental interventions into the original script, as it portrays the human drama so carefully erected over the prior three scenes. Will the Chamberlain set is unpretentious and realistic, with a handful of confident lighting cues. The dialogue has an easy facility for barroom banter, but a disconcerting habit of settling into familiar grooves. An uneven but decent production. Nathan Masters, Lexington Herald. Writer's notes. Many in the audience consider leaving. If anyone leaves, let them leave. The theater is not a prison. If anyone coughs, cough also. The theater is not a sick bed. We minister to the audience. We revere the pains of the audience. Lem Doolittle. Sound cues, just an eye away, jukebox love song, disconcerting hum. I love this song. Drunk? Never heard it sober. It's a love song. It's a Valentine. Sure. Ever been in love? Nope. Me neither. Well, there's Ted. Son of a bitch. Evelyn. You love Ted, right? He's a son of a bitch. Out on the road. Selling hammers and hammering shop girls. You know he isn't. Well, I wish he would. You don't mean that. Sure, I don't mean that. He's a son of a bitch, but you have to stick by your family. Sometimes, if it kills you. Do you? Why? You just have to. Why? I love this song. What if they're better off without us? Many folks could get better with money. Ted could, I don't know, meet someone new. He wouldn't. He's a good man. Would you? Groans. All I want is to be free of parasites. Keep my own money, pay my own debts. Don't be a fool. Buy me a drink. What do you want? I want to run a hardware store with my dear husband, Evelyn. I want a whiskey. That's all you want? And a love song. She could have said, sure. Pearl, you could have said something. I shouldn't have to say anything, Dad. Letting us just sit and soak up a debt. We're celebrating. Pearl, it's supposed to be a celebration. Don't you know the news? Larry, drop it. So celebrate. I'm not stopping you. But I'm not paying for it. Your mother's going to be a manager. So put a manager's salary on that tab. It's not. Sure, they said she's management material. What kind of material are you, Pearl? Maybe He said maybe. I'm made of sweat and blood and beer, just like you raised me. That's a damn strange thing to say. Sure, my hands are cut up, but you're a loan clerk and your mother is a manager at a supermarket. Damn it, Lawrence. It's not settled. Not settled? O'Neill just handed you a promotion. Why can't you celebrate? Rosa, what did he say to you? Remember what he said to you? He said, didn't he? He said, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually? Maybe eventually management material. Keep your chin up. Maybe eventually. Sooner or later, keep your chin up. How's that, Dad? Enough. You can still settle. It'll just take longer. I should look again. Just sit with me, Larry. Let's just wait for the music. Get away from the awfulness. Sure. We can celebrate. Sure. The Slade women are moving up. Eventually. If she's this late, she's not coming. Where's Junebug? Where's the entertainment? I said, if she's this late, she always shows up. I've got nothing better to do. You gonna settle up first? Don't be a fool. Watch it. I'll buy you a drink. How about a water, Evelyn, and maybe call it a night? What time is it? I love this song. It's relaxing. Like the sun by the pool on a beach full of gators. Damn it, Evelyn. Harry, your language. What would Bess think? Good Christian woman. Who cares if I did or didn't go to New Orleans? She didn't mean anything by it. Maybe I just sat here alone in the dark. Would you like that, Evelyn? That what you want to hear? Watching nature programs in the dark. Just me and the deer and the gators and the dinosaurs. It was Harry's Ark, Evelyn, 2 by 2, out of the flood and into the poorhouse. She's just drunk. All on my dime. Well, there's going to be a reckoning. All of you. Just stick around and you'll see. What are you talking about, Harry? What reckoning? I want to hear another love song. Where's Junebug? I hope she never shows up. I can't pay her. The money's run out. What's that? It's gone. The money's all gone. I let you sponges soak up so many free drinks now I can't even stock the whiskey without striking a deal. No more whiskey? Harry, what kind of deal? Doesn't matter. You can't blame us. Harry, we're just a little short from time to time. Sure. Just leave, Pearl. Trust me. Okay. I'm leaving. Are you sure? I'm sure. You don't deserve this. All I want is a love song. And a whiskey. I'll have plenty of time for whiskey. I just want to be left alone. That man is like a straitjacket. I know, Evelyn. If only he'd meet some tall young thing on the road. I know. 11 years behind a supermarket till. Keep your chin up, Rosa. Eventually. Maybe eventually. Now, you all should clear out. Where would we go? Just let us wait. Let us wait for Junebug. We're good for it. We just want to have a few drinks. See the entertainment, then we'll go home. You don't understand. Sure. We know you're struggling. We're all struggling. Harry, you said you have a deal, right? Damn it. You don't understand me. Harry, your language. What's to understand? We'll settle our debt soon. Rosa's in line for this promotion. All they want is debt. They feed on it. They put it in the whiskey. What? What the hell are you saying? He'll be here soon. The boy from Hard Times. There'll be a reckoning. Here we are. Debt's not to the distillery. It is now. I traded it. I sold it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Interesting. Oh. The audio is... Okay. Oh, I mean, for a play, that actually was kind of interesting. I wish I could have had a better view of it than right in the middle of the stage, but, you know, it wasn't bad. It was kind of interesting. There's my dude. And Lula? 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 at E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Ha! Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit. So if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Ha ha. Sugar, as it is, just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. Oh, this is Lisette. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. Those old horses of Ira's used to keep me up. I heard you yelling. Bad dreams? We were up on a roof, Ira, and I and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading. We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. It must have been a... what's that word? So, other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. Sounds like a city. That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday, or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up, and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him. Charlie was alone on that roof. I always told him to test each tile with the heel first. I guess he was. He was so bright, his teacher said. What was the word? Imaginative, apt. That's it. How could I forget? He didn't listen. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's a tragedy. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. It might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. Driver makes you think so. Send it in by mail. That truck will outlive us all. Long driver makes it. They said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all... I'm sure we can fill it. Not much left back there. So that'll be the last. That's good. I wouldn't want a disused pile of antiques to be my... oh, what's the word? Legacy Chronicle junk. Legacy. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More coffee or something, or I've had too much. It's harder. It'll come to you. Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. It seems inevitable there will start to be words that I lose forever. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Those are Charlie's little books. Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. Oh. Now you might like to look at them. I thought we could look at them together. That sounds nice. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? Sure, I'll wait for you. There's your traffic and weather on the 5s. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this. Alright, well that's the breakfast we had with Lisette from, the episode, the last episode. Yo, that leg. Yo, the little guy's wearing a suit. I didn't realize the little guy was wearing a suit. Dr. Truman. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so... Streaming? What time is it? I feel fine. Streaming. That's unlikely. Neripnol TM is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time. Do you feel like you've lost time? I guess so. It's been about 2 hours. What are you doing? Feel like I got some rest. Good. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. My shifts his legs a bit in the chair, testing it. Well, like it seems to be better, but it wasn't worth it. It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun, and one of them slipped out under his feet. This isn't my leg. Not your. Of course it's your leg. It looks wrong. You replaced it. Doesn't feel like it belongs to me anymore. I haven't encountered this reaction before, but it's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Neripnol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two regardless. Thank you. I can drive, steers remotely. Thank you. Sure, let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. How long am I going to be recovering? Well, at your age, I want to be clear, you should expect lingering effects from the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water. Avoid extremes of temperature, and stay away from dusty roads and mountain lines as much as possible. Mountain lions? Good advice in any case. Of course. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? How often do I clean it? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I'm going to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. About the payment plan and the bill. Think about that bill right now. What are you fishing for? Ah, yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer. They handle everything. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on their next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. You have to call Consolidated for more detail about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects of the Neripnol TM. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about. Just keep it in mind. That's weird. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. Cool. Let's go back to the truck. Act 3, Scene 1. Museum of Dwellings. We're back at the Museum of Dwellings. Is it still raining? The rain over? Okay, well, let's talk to Shannon, I guess. Look at my skeleton leg. How are the drugs treating you? I feel a little distracted. Streetlights seem a bit brighter. I don't like to take medication. A little distracted. Probably pretty tired, too. I usually feel more tired after a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine, pills, or... It's all or nothing for me. Never. Well, it's common in your line of work, right? The company store had some pills the miners used to stay awake. The folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs, small benefits. We get contested, and we learn we just brought dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. Have a cut, got infected, or her migraines were too much to handle. Mom talked to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy, anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. These folks couldn't help. Ever run into any problems? Yeah, they had pretty good health care through the university for a while there, a couple times. They'd swing something, so I got a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing. Like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room, you know? So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. It had a kind of presence of clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of the textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment for several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. Just a tiny nothing moment, my mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it, swinging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. Parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that bird cage with a 1,000-yard stare. That sounds fun. Let's talk to Doggy. Hey, Doggo. Guess the rain stopped. You get some rest back there? Much rest of myself. That doctor seemed nice enough. I'm sure he does an okay job. Just got in over his head. Yeah, now we're moving. Now we're schmoving museum visitors. 9 to 5 every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Try the door. A little late for the museum. Are you folks lost? And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. They don't know we're here, I think. You're right, it's unlocked. Not sure it's finished in there, though. What's finished would be better if it were finished. Can we be sure of that? To Ben, hush, I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? I didn't hear anything. Just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Some weird fucking shit going on. Alright, let's go in. If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring. It's definitely outdoors. Hey, folks, know a diner or something around here? What? I said it'll be boring. No, I have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Ben and Bob argue about whether to enter the museum. Yeah, so it seems like not everybody knows that we exist. Yo, what's up, kid? Kid, what are you doing? Oh, hey, there's the Julian, the giant fucking eagle. Alright, so what do we even do from here? Like, what's our next part of the game? I guess we still need to find our way back. So what's the plan here? Head back to the Zero, I guess. We should try to get in touch with that clerk. There's a bite to eat. What do you think? Head back on the Zero and bring these documents back to the clerk at the bureau. Just not sure how to get there. The entrance at that farmhouse was gone. The farmhouse, that's the gas station. If he knows another route. Sure, okay, worth a shot. Ready to leave. The bird. truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to the fallen tree. Well, we got farther. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. Truck. Nothing to be done. Just won't start up again. Can you take a look at it? Guess I can poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait. Is this why you always leave your truck running? In a sense, it's up on a hill, so each time it's just died like this. Well, where's the champagne? Anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? Passed here yesterday. Looks like a road crew's been out here. Oh, what were you doing out here yesterday? Tree, that log. That's what I asked you. Some strangers, maybe a dream. I dreamed that. I write or something. Offered to, but they wouldn't take it. They wanted me to, but I was like, that was thoughtful of you. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? You book collision and towing. Here's their card. Found this card for Mercadet recovery on the dash. Or the name of the number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. This one. Lucky Boot. Alright, I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Alright, quick cell phone. Held up to her ear. Hi, hello. We've got an old, diesel, old truck just stalled out. Inaudible, irritable, sleepy. If you're sleepy. Did I wake you? Your card says open 23 hours a day. Verbal accusatory, inquisitive, suspicious. Yeah, that's why I'm calling. Exactly. That's all. Apologetic, forceful, obtuse. No, it's okay. We just need to get to an auto shop and get this taken care of. Wistful, maudlin, concerned. Wistful. Well, I'm very sorry to interrupt that, but pragmatic, meticulous, neighborly. We already ate. As soon as you can get out here, we're off 65 somewhere. Just gotta pull up by this tree that fell over. Placating, specific, tangential. That's actually a pretty accurate description of it. Yeah, hanging over the power lines, just like that. Do you see it go down? Submissive, indulgent, assertive. Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Silence, radio music, distant traffic sounds. Radio music. Hello? Yo, what's this kid doing in the tree? What are you doing? Are you bored? Are you? Yeah, most of the time. Let's play a game. 20 questions. What would you like to play? We can tell that future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. What should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting and the questions. Bed will I sleep in? Job will I have? How will I travel in the future? So there's only one time, counting out possibilities. Motorbike, motorboat, horseback, hearse, old truck, new truck, new truck. The branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks. You'll be waiting here. Wish Julie wasn't so busy. I don't mind. I have a lot to think about. As I always do. I'm a thinker, alright? Cool. Oh, Dr. Sheehan. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. Look over the road map again. Pretty grim place to be stuck. Or what happened to the tree, I mean. Maybe it was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. It made room for the new trees. But then people build houses, and we can't have fires going all the time, so we keep putting them out. Now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings. Starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap. And then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours and get it going again. No point staying around. Again, that thing's been broken for years. Leads are badly corroded. But making progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. Just the opposite. Almost there. That was it. Is this the right way? I don't recognize these trees. Of course it is. Let's recognize just a bunch of trees. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Just, the trees are so quiet, right? Usually you'd hear birds, wind, a squirrel or something. It seems so quiet right now. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm a little bored. I'll work some chord progressions in my head for a while or something. Haha. How far out are we? I don't know, 20 minutes? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. Told me I had to get that drain pipe on tape. I'll tell him about the frog. Sighs. He won't understand. Singing more than all silver and gold on this earth. What's that? I don't know. I think I heard it on the radio. What's on your mind, Cricket? Nervous about the set? Oh, I don't know. Just looking at the stars. Hope we get there soon. Never been this late. Keep on dreaming and I'll keep on driving. What star is your favorite? That one. That little one in the corner. Yep. I called that a mile away. Looked like they could use some help. Going to fix it up for them, Johnny? So they can call it a tow truck. Oh, I don't know a wrench from a cattle prod. I thought maybe you... I guess it's up to some good Samaritan. Okay, we'll help them. Someone will stop eventually. Someone with nowhere else to be will help them. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. So now it was a play, but now it's tied into the game's story. This is weird. Was that him? Who? Going pretty fast. Whoever they were, I bet they're getting chased by something. Maybe they just have somewhere important to be. Definitely getting chased by something. I love it. Good kid. Stay here. To Ezra, careful. He's wicked with strangers. Ha, you. Have to stop. We've got a tow coming. You here to clear the tree? Who's chasing me? Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued. I knew it. Who's after us? It's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So, dinosaurs. Maybe the law? Dinosaurs. Sure. Something like that. Listen, we've got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? Probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, ma'am. To Johnny. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Time for a weekend, beautiful stuff. Sometimes like to leave the radio dial between stations. like music, but I do like sounds. We'll do that one. Of course you do. Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're waiting for a tow. Right now, we're just trying to get back on the zero. A tow, I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. Why, I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. The weird vector, the sloth on wheels, or the vicious cycle. The vicious cycle. That's what we call our bike. We call it the vicious cycle. Pretty tough, huh? We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight, and, well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder. If we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? I really don't have time. Of course we will. To Johnny, of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? To Blue, hungry old lady? I think I've got a crust in the sidecar here. But Johnny here saw you folks were in trouble. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 65. We usually take a right off the interstate around the petting zoo. Johnny likes the petting zoo. I do like the petting zoo. Now let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. This is such a weird-ass game. Alright, so we go to the right past the petting zoo. The petting zoo. Petting zoo is closed. Wah wah. The tavern. Hey, we're there. Wait, did they drive ahead of me? Did I miss that? I probably did. Oh well. Whatever. The Lower Depths. Good doggy. Does it feel right? Feels a little like home, huh? Wish it didn't. It's not all bad memories. Some of it I don't remember at all. Other times in a twisted kind of way. Hard times served. The Lower Depths. Truck. The bar door. And of late, are you sure they're open? Sure they're open. This is one of those places. Let's go in. We are not saints, but we've kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. Yeah, that's what I would expect. I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? Do you play it often? I haven't been in a bar like this since. Gave it up, huh? Well, I bet Harry has some coffee on back there, but I won't vouch for quality. She's a connoisseur. Johnny's favorite regional cuisine is gas station. Gas station coffee sucks, except for maybe Wawa coffee. But I haven't had Wawa coffee in forever. And even then, it's only good because you fill it with garbage. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. Got any coffee going? No coffee, Hard Times whiskey. Going towards exit. Say, shut the door, would you? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind. Listen, I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Where is everyone? Everybody had to clear out. Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for... We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also why... Couldn't you use a break, Harry? No one use the music, Harry. Don't you trust me, Harry? Been on my feet all day. But I... So we're going through a jukebox catalog of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's funny. That's a good one. Alright, let's go listen to Junebug and Johnny sing whatever their weirdo music is, I guess. That was good. I don't know how to play this game. So looking out there, how y'all feeling tonight? I'm gonna put more reverb in the monitors. More behind the bar. How's that? Test, 1, 1, 1, 3, 50. Lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? It's a Conway. How about you, old man? Not too bad. Yeah, real bad. Try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around, you know? You like to drive around, old man? That's where I feel at home. Of course you do. So we went running around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade, weeds in the parking lot, taps all dry, bats in the bar room, and run by this creaky old bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. But hey now. So we stopped for an early drink, and there was a lady singing right here on this stage, and the song she sang, well, it stuck with us, and now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet gal, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey. We just hope we do her song justice, so here it is, Too Late to Love You. Conway's being taken back. Oh, that's interesting. When you left me, I never should have met you. I wish we'd met before. I'm not singing this. I don't care what you say. I don't know this song. I'm not singing it this time. Do I need to click? No. Oh. Fuck. I should have met before. I realized I was picking the song lyrics. Oop. It's got a nice voice, whoever sang this. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Thought. Lose. Okay, that's good. Well, hope you liked it. Kind of sad, isn't it? I've heard it before. I don't doubt that. You look like you'd spent an evening or two in a grimy old tavern. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. Just gotta get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the zero. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Wrapped. Guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you to. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. Got nothing left but an IOU from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow, dang it. Watch your language, Harry. Pay them with your IOU. Just need to get pointed toward the zero. Well, Very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up. But for you to cash in, you'd have to go down to, down to the distillery, down to hard times. And you've got to take the zero. So that's what we'll do. How do we get there? Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but people hear things, rumors. So we're going to go. Do you know another way to Dogwood Drive? Well, I'll tell you then, to Junebug, but this is it, right? We're square? Harry, you're all right. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot, and then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar. Familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. It's even stranger for being so close to familiar, something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean, right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for eventually. So what did he say? Turn left? Left out of the parking lot. Alright. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Okay, so a left out of the tavern. Let's go back over here real quick. Station doesn't quite match the bartender's description. Definitely weird, though. Let's keep scanning. He said we know it when we heard it. Now, he didn't say if it was going to be AM or FM. Part. Barely got the movement silhouette of an overturned boat. He doesn't creek. So he uses a power doesn't carry a flask of water. What's this station? I've never heard this before. Sounds like horses. Horses running a race? I used to go. Yeah, I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big and, I don't know, you look in their eyes and they're almost human. They're human and animal at the same time, since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive till it cuts out. Hey, look at horses. Those ones with their hooves up in the air look really weird. Alright, I guess we're here. We're on the 0 again. Hall of the Mountain King, okay. I guess we just go till we find the bureau again, or something. Alright, Hall of the Mountain King then. Where are we even supposed to go? Here, I guess. Okay, we're here. Hall of the Mountain King, I guess. Am I come loose, ma'am? Well, I'm having fun. Ha, okay, slow night anyway. The bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. Okay. But he smells heaven here, they don't keep the roads up too well, do they? Not down here. Who do you think is responsible? It's so empty. Just let it go, I guess. To the boardwalk. Look at the rope. A decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Cool, I guess. Computers. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. Pet carrier. For a cat or small dog has been left on the path. A calcified rag weighted in the corner may have once been a blanket. Backpack. There's a lady here. Packing backpack leans against a rock. It's an empty, except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Fire. pile of discarded electronics burned steadily in the center of the chamber. Let's go talk to Amy? Who is even Amy? Like, is there an... Oh, it's triangles within triangles, Jen here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. Shannon, you're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognize the movements of the heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart, while really you're in love with the young woman as well, and so you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections, but it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. What are you talking about? No, you're right. It's insipid derivative. Used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot bodice-ripping stuff, you know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment, just me and my thesaurus steaming up the windows. Where'd you stop? You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. Thought I might be able to do something with that, inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. Ha! So I went back to the university and I studied human-computer interaction. And then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester debugging. In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own, too complex. Miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. A woman in tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people around the fire. I'll go talk to this old guy over here. Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Softly, where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Sorry to have startled you. Might say you did. I thought you might be one of them. Oh no, you can't be. We've been patching all their spy holes. We keep the lights dim and the motors running softly, and we route the smoke out through. That is... What were we talking about? Thinking, what's that computer over there? Looks pretty vintage. We're a bit lost, actually. Came from the road, the zero. No, you should stay off that road. Not safe. Bizarre topology. You'll never get anywhere. Just brings you right back here. Back to this game. The bridge is out down there. What's they working on? Looks pretty vintage. Back to this game. Always back to this spot. It's a prison. An irrational prison. But I don't mind. Not anymore. This is where my life's work is. The computer. Right on the other side of the spire. Looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's an ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively, and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. That's to say nothing of the software. But, to Shannon, you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffused base transistor circuitry? Circuit, the mold would burn up. Certainly. But not all of it. Some moldy filaments are more or less conductive than others, and it grows in non-linear, chaotic patterns. We can guide it a bit through a simple application of classical horticulture, but we can't produce specific results. Only tendencies, thwarted and feeble. We hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere gardeners in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels. Now listen, bear, the cave stretched far away. We are too late, always too late. What? Did you say something? Tell us about the software. I'm just the mold computer. Oh, the software, my life's work. Xanadu. You've heard of it? Perhaps you've read about it in a journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since I explained its data structure in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. Evolved, and then deteriorated. Donald sighs dramatically and takes a puff from his pipe. Afraid you're too late, fellow hypertext enthusiast. There's a mold accumulated on the circuitry. Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted, and then that all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? Small antique shop we're closing down. My family disappeared. Julian and me don't know what to do. Not really. So, wandering without the ones who give us purpose, like a ghost. Well, I have my own ghosts, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusty machine. Take a look if you like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing in this game? Do you know that when I first, no I mean if this cave were larger, could it, now I'm getting ahead of myself, I've got it. How would you characterize the space, the one we're standing in now? So it's a mess, kind of spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby. I think we'd all agree that's a fair assessment. How could, wait, let's unpack that for a moment. What makes it spooky? No, how do you know it's spooky? Or would it be spooky for a baby? Shadows. Sure, but they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be their projections, or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now, surrounded by creeping anatomies? Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Not happening. Well, if we close yours, not happening. Oh, how disappointing. Sorry to disappoint. Computers, I know I remember us writing on them. I described a cave. It's my job, describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature, don't you know? The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I had a lot to live up to. Right, so this was started working with Donald on this project. He said we needed someone with more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer. I've put in the hours, believe me, I've put in the hours, described every facet of the cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring, often in the dark and lonely moments. I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would I know? I dream of caves. Materials box passage down. Cannon and barrel. Well, what else? Fire, some precious metals, lots of gems. Put them in my hair. Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, magic shield that protects the mirror. Chest that's always filled with, I never what. Independent scholar, took the public libraries like a beachcomber, studied fairy tales, and then I came to work for Donald, paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls, finally, now we carry the firewood, and so this is the kingdom is impeccable. I think we get it started. This whole thing, maybe there's a hand crank around. Oh, it has a run key. Act 3, Scene 5. Yep, there it is. How many acts are in this? Feels like this is brutal. How long is this taking? Den of, what was that? There's a shed. You are staying at the Eid looking around you is a shape. the switches do anything. Try blowing on it. Come on with the switch. First, taking help. Cool. In Beduit. You are in Beduit. You will survive with whatever everywhere. There's a computer. Let's say Rula. So I'm sure this ball. My portable degausser with me. Systems like this one can build a magnetic field that sort of warps everything along with a pattern it's set into. By shaking the magnetic field around until it's uniform again. So if you think of it anyway, like shooting a snow globe, haha, with a shot. All of them mountain gink. What may have been, you stumble, tunnel, a cave, and opens up. Well, okay. This is where you set up your Weeman. Commit your end of file, press the A key to quit. So, file with a piece of junk. Act 3, Scene 6. All of the Mountain King. Sorry, what was that about Lula? Maybe Donald's know how to clear it up a bit. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn tarp. Closet-sized wall of knobs and wires leading behind the machine, humming quietly. It's only easily recognizable. Alright. We've been at this for about an hour and almost 40 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and call it good here. We'll talk to Donald and see what happens with Xanadu and whatever else the next time I stream. I gotta do some stuff. Maybe I'll be able to stream later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Episode 3, Kentucky Route Zero. I don't understand this game. Back to the circle. Exit the game. Back to the circle. Ah, the circle. Got it. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Episode part 3 of our playing this ridiculous narrative story is done for now.